Afternoon all, even after yesterday's lash up, and that's really high pressure today. That's about 1,040 millibars. That's one of the highest pressures I've ever known. We're still going to nip off and shoot some arrow nets, but obviously we're in the old chap's boat today. Whether that make any difference I don't know, but we've got to give it a go, haven't we? You don't catch nothing sitting at them. As you see, it's a very frosty morning. I was walking around the old chap's drive and it was like a skating rink. If you look over there, old little young George Williams is off in his trainee boat. Lovely to see. Here's the future. I've got this lovely day. We're going for the low water again, and yeah, about an hour from the low water. That's how it go today. Well, the old chap is just taking the chains out of the stern of the boat, and then we're ready to launch. Even though it's cold, the sun's out, and in the sun, that's lovely. There's a few northerly rolls coming in, so I've got to be a bit careful. Getting the oars in position, because I can't do nothing holding the rope, so at least I can control it a bit if we hit a good wave. The old chap didn't even lift up the hydraulics then. That's a natural slope of the beach, pushed us down the trailer. But there's a few better ones rolling in here. Nothing to worry about, just keep an eye out, because I can catch you unaware and push the boat onto the person trying to climb in. So you got to be a little bit careful. See more tide today because I'm ebbing. Yesterday when we launched my boat, they just sat there. Eye behind me. There's a couple of better ones now coming. One here. You have to get your toes wet. Be careful. What's that? Yeah, that's why I come in between. I can't get no shallower in this. Be careful, there's better ones. Yeah. There's a few better ones, you got to be careful. Better be safe than sorry. Well, I just started the engine, barely touched it, and that's turned over instantly. Them 4 strokes do start up and run better than the old 2 strokes, I'll give them that. The only problem is that idle, you can hardly hear it. Well, we're now going to do what we done yesterday. We're just going to head to the south, shoot off Yarmouth again and drift back. Go and tell you what to do. job. Well, the old chap's just getting the gear ready. Net shoot on, net's in position. After yesterday's lack of heron, we're just going to shoot the monos, the 2 1/4 monos, trying to get a few big uns. That'd be nice to get a few big uns before they go, because the next week or two, all them heron will be spent and that'll be it. So this is like the last chance saloon to get some better heron for the likes of World of Fish and people like that. They do like the quality heron and they buy a lot of our fish, but World of Fish don't mind spending a few quid and buying the best. So we always like to get them some decent stuff we can. Well, I can't see no anglers on the beach today, and there was quite a few yesterday. That must tell you something. 1, lack of fish, and 2, tons of weed. There's a shitload of weed on the high water mark. Tons of it. We're now coming up to Yarmouth Point, and there was 3 or 4 anglers between Caister and Yarmouth Point yesterday, but I can't see any today, and we'll now go round the point and we'll see if there's any anglers around there. There's only 1 or 2 on Yarmouth Beach, but we'll see. Well, I can't see any yet. No, look, there is. That must be no fish and a lot of weed. Oh, now getting ready to shoot. About enough here? We'll just turn. You get keen, you want to chuck it over too early. Let me just turn round. See? You can't wait for me to stop. Like Speedy Gonzales. But we are shooting at 7.5 knots. But we're just shooting over the 2 1/4 inch monos. Got to stand to one side slightly, so the lovely people can see us shooting nets so not catch nothing in. Obviously they're just the monos for the best. Yeah, well, 7.8 knots we're shooting at. You wouldn't have dreamt that years ago. You'd think you're a maniac doing that, but look how easy they're going. No problem at all. A lot of old slow plod long boots barely managed 8 knots and we're shooting nets at it. How times have changed, eh? Yeah, 7.8 knots. That's good going, isn't it? Gosh, you're getting nearly there, are we? Yeah, I was doing nearly 8 knots. I didn't want to get you. I didn't mean to knock it down that much. Them 4-stroke controls. These 4-stroke controls are a lot more sensitive than mine. So I knocked it back a bit too much. Look at that, like an athlete with a javelin, isn't he? All yours. Look at that, all done and dusted. Lovely job. Cool, there's tons of marks here this time. Look at that, thick as hell, just like yesterday. I think they're all small stuff again. Well, there's still dribs and drabs of fish going through. If I didn't know better, I'd say there's plenty of heron there, but we now know they're small heron, aren't they? Because we didn't get bugger all yesterday, and they were coming through all day. So there's just tons and tons of little heron and sprats. I think we can catch them in these heron nets, that's for certain. That's still a lovely day, even though it's not very warm. That sun beating down on you. Well, not exactly beating down on you. It's not exactly the desert, is it? But that's bloody lovely. The old chap's now changing the fuel tank. Not that this 4-stroke uses a lot of fuel. But yeah, Some of the windmills are turning a bit, another one's a bit slow. What a cracking day. Bloody lovely, isn't that? There's a lot worse days in the winter than this, isn't there? But it is a really high pressure. 1040 millibars. That's never normally this high. I would never caught fish in high pressure like this. But we'll see. It's just nice to be out here. You know, chaps just having a look on, see if there's anything in there. Be nice to see a few, but it seems to be tons of weed. But doesn't seem to be any fish. Looked like yesterday, didn't it? Very disappointing. But you look on the plot, and that looked full of, or look on the farm, that looked full of fish, didn't it? Too many diddy ones. Well, there doesn't look a lot of fish, but we're still going to haul now. See if we get anything. Well, we've never known it to be so many smaller and no decent ones. A fair bit of weed in the water. That's a lovely day though, isn't it? Surprised like yesterday about all them small grey mullet. I've never seen little tiny grey mullet before, but the last couple of years we've been getting a few of them. Normally you just get some good 3, 4, 5 pound mullet in the summer, but in the winter there's been a few of them little diddy ones, 6 inches long, like we saw yesterday. One that of bait in the freezer, would you believe it? Catch herring and one that of bait. Well, that's the problem, you ain't caught no bloody herring. It's the worst you ever known it in you. No, it ain't. Even if the prices have stayed good, I mean nothing, you're not catching nothing, you're not. Anyway. Hooklands Spence will turn up in a month. Normally it's near the end of January they turn up, isn't it? Middle of March, middle of February. But this time of year can be very hit and miss for herring, can't it? January. Haven't even seen a fish yet, we'll have it next. That tide seemed to be carrying on quite a lot, quite a bit more than what the tide table said. Yeah, but if there's going to be any fish there, we'd still get them. In the water nearly an hour, aren't you? weird bit is we're not getting any whiting either, are we? You thought with the sprats lifting the whiting and stuff up, and the small heron, you'd get a few of them, wouldn't you?
Just that white pressure.
I don't know. There's still plenty of fish there, he's not getting them, are we? But they even use the nets in my boat, what fish like 27 foot deep. You get nothing in them either, you see, the BC. That's most of the water depth, isn't it? In a lot of places around here. Disappointing. I think you had more in my boat yesterday gone out. Did we? We had 5 herring in my boat yesterday, didn't we? One. Look at that! Bloody hell! First heron! That was swimming for the flood. I think these fish are on the flood, but obviously with the daylight and the tide time, then you get the ebb in the daylight. And as soon as that sun goes down, it gets bloody cold at the minute. Like one heron, like them 2 I got in the fridge 3. Yeah. I put 3 in the freezer, and the full one, and there's one that was half full, sort of thing. It kept out. I thought that'd be last chance of eating heron this year. I do like a nice fried heron. A bit of balsamic vinegar on it, bloody lovely. What's that?
Keep it.
Look like it. Is it a keeper?
It's not healthy, it's got 2 eyes.
Big old fat white. I've been filling up on them sprats and little heron. I've been catching quite a few on the beach. I've only got one eye and stuff. Oh, eye. Oh, what's that? Oh, little mullet, yeah. I took that up.
Same one, I reckon.
Isn't the same one.
What do you know? Smaller?
I can't prove it, can I? But I doubt it's the same one. We'll try and be gentle with him.
Kicking him.
They're tough old buggers, look. Lovely little mullet. I'll get that back over the side. There's any weed there. I'll get that back over the side. Nice to see. We never used to get a little diddy mullet, did we? In the last couple of years we've seen a few of them little mullet. Yeah. Well, we always normally get mullet in the summer, but they're big uns. But the last few years we've been getting them little ones, didn't we, this time of year? don't know. Never used to get little ones, did we? We didn't catch any mullet this time of year, did we? Oh, look at that! Another heron! It's only a normal one. How desperate you got to be. You get excited over one heron. I think they're on the flood, these heron. Shooting back over. Problem is in the dark now, it's so bloody cold, isn't it? No, it's how it's fine weather fishermen, but when it's 0 degrees, it's bloody cold out here. Obviously hand hauling with no gloves on. Yeah. Oh, it's got some full of it then. Yeah. So on that little, it's still 30, 70 foot deep here. 38 foot deep. I think I want to fish on the beach in this, would you? But there's tons of weed on the beach, don't you? I did think about going angling in the boat, but one, there isn't a lot to catch angling, and two, there's a lot of weed, isn't there? I don't think the angling boats have been getting a lot lately. I ain't seen them they get anything, especially a COD. That they always have it, they always put it up, but I haven't seen anything lately. So there's tons of weed here now, isn't there? I want to top up the old heron supplies for the bait freezer. Well, that ain't happening, is it? Yeah. Two, isn't it? Oh yeah, these are double wing, aren't they? Yeah. At this rate, I think we got more in my boat yesterday.
We did, didn't we?
We had 5, Aaron. We only got 2. That's dog pup, isn't it?
Bastard right at the beach.
Oh! Dog that up, look at that!
That one.
There's a stopping one. God, that's a lovely full Aaron, that is. Oh, I want a box of them. You got another 2 to go to catch up with me yesterday. Come on, Aaron. Spin up, buggers. Here come the last 2 nets, last gill. These are double length nets, these are. I tell you, ain't a lot of boat inside because I don't see no seals. If the seals in here, the fish in here. Generally, innit?
Really no. I don't know the
No seals, no fish, and there's definitely no seals. Williams was saying he watched his documentary and he reckons seals eat a lot of crabs. I wouldn't have thought that, but he reckon they do. Crunching them old things up, look. But they are sort of plentiful and easy catch, aren't they? See how desperate they are, really, don't it? I think I've some prawn pots might actually catch something at the minute in them. Some prawns do look like cold old weather, don't they? I don't know nothing from that bloke yet. The advert's still on there, so there must be something sale, isn't there? I thought. Shit, the butler is in there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we did one, haven't we? And that was that. Dog pup. That was, oh, that was bloody terrible, wasn't it? And that's all we got. 2 heron, a whiting, and a small heron. 10 nets, and we got 3 heron and a whiting. That's terrible, isn't it? Awful. Have you ever been so bad? Give up and call it a bad job, don't we? And you look at that and you think there was loads of fish there, wouldn't you? Bloody typical. Must be all small heron and sprats. But there you go, you live and learn. Well, that's us all done and dusted. The old boy's gonna have a pee. I'm having a nice cup of coffee and warming up. Plenty of marks there, but no fish. But it hasn't been a bad day. Well, it's cold, but in the sun, that's been lovely. That's flat calm. Fantastic, isn't it, really? You can't really ask for a better day than this. It's just very disappointing. January is very hit and miss when it comes to fish. Always has been. You get the good prime heron, the autumn heron finish at Christmas, and January can be very hit and miss. Sometimes you get a few fish in January and sometimes you don't. But then spent start migrating through, normally like beginning to middle of February, and then they go all the way till May, and you get them like knee deep, hundreds of stones. Well, last couple of years we've only put, well, I didn't fish last winter and spring obviously because I had the head bogies removed, but they do come very thick in the spring. But what a lovely day. You can't fault that, can you? That boat, the ship was still anchored off Yarmouth, been there a couple of days. Well, now I'm motoring back, taking it easy, not far to go. What a cracking day. Showed wanted a few more fish. It is what it is. We didn't think we'd get a lot because there's that high pressure is 1,040 millibars. That's horrendous high pressure, and you never get anything in high pressure. Especially for that. But there you go. See that, all them cormorants. There's tons of cormorants flying through. They're all coming from the north, so maybe there's a bit more fish to the north of here. Well, that's her now, all back on the trailer. Just going to run up another 20 yards up the beach to level it out, and then we'll drop the tractor and then bring it to this end. Obviously being a double-ended trailer, just swap the ends round, that'll be ready to launch next time. Oh. What a lovely evening. Superb. Well, I just found one of the culprits on the floor of the boat. Sprat in it. That's what's showing up on that plotter. I think in this high pressure, it could be the ebb, because the last time the old man went on the flood he got a few, but high pressure and the ebb, all we're seeing on the fish finder is these little buggers, a few sprats. But there you go, that's life. Hopefully now, the week coming, that'll be good enough to go on the flood, because obviously the flood will be early in the morning, because that's in the dark at the minute, and at 0 degrees that's bloody cold like there without a shelter or nothing on the boat. So well, the forecast looked crap tomorrow, but Tuesday it might be good enough to go out and go on the flood. We'll see. Okay then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully there'll be a few more fish next time. It's been a bit barren, isn't it? Okay then, catch you later guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.